But yeah, the whole idea of this really, of fishing with a fly or with a bobber, is for bugging out. So you have to only really take minimal gear. You don't want to have to take fly rod and all that, because I mean obviously you can eat any sort of coarse fish, but they don't taste good. I mean pike's alright. I've had pike before, but it's bony, it's really bony. And my friend Ella, she ate a bream. Last fish I'd want to eat, but she ate a bream and said it was fine, you know. But generally, I mean, for food fishing wise, I mean it's trout, innit? Trout and salmon, that sort of thing. So I was just really seeing if I can catch sort of salmon and trout. I mean, that's what I'm using. Little fly there. Like I say, it's just a cheap Chinese one. I don't know if that represents like a damsel fly or something like that. I don't know if it's that time of year. I say I know nothing about fly fishing. I'm a carp man. But yeah, it's about for bugging out, minimal gear. Can I just take some flies and just cast them out with a bobber? Because that way I only need me telescopic rod, or my hobo fishing rod. I'd probably be using anyway if I was bugging out. I've got one of them, but I just don't use that because you know, when the time occurs, you know. But as for now, yeah, we're just chucking this out. I'll attach to one of these little, I'm using a clear bobber now. Clear bobber, obviously for trying to minimise the amount of visibility, but doesn't seem to be working anyway. But yeah, we'll have a few more casts and see what's going down, innit? I don't give up easy. Could be life or death, couldn't it, you know? Starving and you want a fish to eat. But yeah, you can get a good cast with these bobbers because you can fill them up with water. You can get them up to about ½ an ounce. You can really give them a good fling. And almost self-hooking as well, because there's so much resistance on the actual bobber itself. If something does take it, I mean I catch carp on these all the time, but I use bread fishing on the circuit. And just the resistance from the actual bobber with the fish taking it is usually self-hooking. On a river like this, you haven't got the best of feel. It's hard to keep the line taut. So yeah, hopefully they'll self-hook themselves on the bobber, but as I say, no. So yeah, I'm casting about 30 yards upstream, just letting it flow down. Hopefully the fly's moving away from the bobber in the flow. It gets to the point when you think you're getting a bite because the water starts actually pulling on the rod further. But no, I've also got a little BB shot, just 6 to 8 inches up from the hook. Just like I say, because the water's flowing now. I don't know whether I need to get the fly down in the water at all. My first 20 casts were without, so it was just floating on the surface down there. Nothing took. So yeah, just tried a BB shot on there to get it down on the water. But yeah, I've also recently applied for me crayfish trapping licence, so I can try the canals and river. I put down for 5-6 traps. They're just so good eating. I mean, when there's times like this, you know, you're fishing, you can have a little trap down in the edge, and no, after an hour or two you can pull it in. Usually have 5 or 6, just pop them in a pot, and I'd like to do a movie on that as well. So yeah, when I get the okay come through and I get the license plates for my pots, we'll probably be doing some crayfish movies as well. But I can see this has been running for a while. We don't want a super ass long movie. I'm going to be sticking them together, but anyway, in a bit.